So today I'm going to show you what you can do if your relief valve is leaking. It's just a standard water heater relief valve. These open at 150 psi or 210 degrees, at least typically. Sometimes it's a little bit different. And you can see this one here is dripping. See that? So thankfully it's not actually the water heater that's the problem, just the relief valve. Now sometimes if you're lucky, you can come over here and just press your hand against this firmly and get it to reseat, and sometimes that'll actually take care of it because there's just like a little rubber gasket and a spring, and when 150 pounds of pressure push against it, it can open up. But sometimes they just start leaking, or if someone comes by and pulls on this, that lets water out and it can just leak after that. So if you do ever have to open one of these for some reason, it's good to kind of just reseat it like that. But in this case, we are just going to replace it. There's two different styles, usually. There's a long stem version and a short stem version. I believe this one is the longer stem. So here you can see long stem, short stem, and you have to replace it with one that is the same port size. So this one's 3/4 inch, because that can vent up to 500,000 BTUs per hour of basically heated water. So we're going to change it out. These ones come pre-done with some stuff on the threads. I still add additional pipe dope, but I don't typically add additional thread tape.
Hi, Ruben.
Hi, how's it going? Good. So we're going to shut off the cold water inlet side. Most water heaters just have one valve because only one side is pressurized. Your water heater! And now we'll go ahead and remove the vertical stem. We should actually vent out the pressure that's in there. Not that much. Now, it's best to actually drain the water heater down before you do this, but I don't really mind just doing them while they're glugging some water out, so that's what I'm going to do. So spin this fitting out. This downspout on here is supposed to be within 6 inches of the ground, so that if it does ever open because of overpressure or over temperature and someone happens to be standing next to it, they don't get scalded with boiling water as it comes out of the water heater. Alright, and next we will loosen this. And I'm just going to loosen it to there. So this stem right here is the stem that will open if it gets over temperature. That 210 degrees makes a lot of sense because naturally once you get past that, you're kind of hitting the boiling point of water, and that can cause the pressure to go up very extremely quickly. Okay, so we've already got it loose. We're just going to take it out and as quickly as possible reinsert this new one. Oh, you know what? I think we can actually use the shorter one. Let me check. Ooh, actually no. So evidently there's a few different. This one must be the extra long stem. I don't think that this short one would quite do it, so we're just going to stick with the long one. But now you can kind of see there's an idea of different lengths of relief valves for you. So go ahead and get this tightened in there good. And you certainly could probably add a little bit of thread tape on there if you wanted. The main thing is to just make sure it doesn't leak. So there we go. Threaded back in, we should be able to open up the water inlet, just like so. And then we'll thread the Stem back in here. It's so hard to get plastic threads to line up properly. Or rather, it's just really easy to cross thread them. So we'll make sure we're not dripping back there at all. Actually kind of an old water heater. 11 years old. That's pretty old for a water heater in this town. So yeah, I think we are going to be good to go on that. Here's the instructions. The drain line must be made of material serviceable for temperatures up to 250 degrees. The drain is the ground, which can handle that. Hold for 5 to 10 seconds to check that water flows freely to flush valve seat of sediment. When the lever is released, the flow of water should stop. Repair or alteration of the valve in any way is prohibited by natural safety standards. That's cool. That used to be like a chimney thing. So anyway, that should be pretty much it for this. I've just given it some time to make sure we don't have any kind of leak, and we are good to go on this. One other thing that you can do, I was reading through the instructions for this, is if it is leaking a little bit, you can just open this fully, dump a bunch of water out, and then let it close again, in case there's some debris stuck on the valve seat. So if it is still leaking a little bit of water past, that could be what's going on with it. So just whoosh, and then let it close again. I guess like that, technically. But yeah, should be good to go. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you in the next one.